Hello all, I'm back with a new video, and this time I have got Pinak, my college mate, right now an engineer at Microsoft, and one of my college mate again, Amitava Mitra, who is serving as a software engineer at Airbus. So this is just a chit chat over chai we are all having today, and let's start off. Please introduce yourself, Pinak and Amitava. Pinak, go ahead.
Hey, hi, Mustafizur. So I am Pinak, and I was a student at West Bengal University of Technology from 2016-2020 batch, and I'm currently working as a software engineer at Microsoft.
Amitava, your turn.
Yeah. Hi, Mustafa. Hi, the audience who is listening to this. So I am Amitav, and I am working as a software engineer at Airbus, and also a BTech graduate from Macau, 2020 pass out. So yeah, just a short about me.
Yeah, very nice introductions from your end. So all of you know me, I hope. I am an ex-engineer at D Shaw, and so I've got both of you today. So I would ask all of you, what would you like to talk today regarding your college experiences, whatever internships you people have done, and some of the funny things we did in our college lives, your current works, and everything. Right? Let's move on to them. And so let's start off with the educational backgrounds. Would Pinak start off with what from where you are and what kind of education have you gone through? How was your college life and all?
Sure. So I was born in Kolkata. I'm from Kolkata, and so I did my 10th and 12th from Salt Lake Point School, and then on 2016 I joined WBUT Macau, and from the CSE batch, and I graduated in 2020. So yeah, that's it. Then after graduation I joined Airbus, and then uh, 1 year later, 1 year before, I joined Microsoft. So I think it would be I would be celebrating 1 year at Microsoft this week.
That's really nice to know that, and very much congratulations for completing 1 year at Microsoft. Amitava, your turn. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So I come from a town called Bardhawan, which is like 200 kilometers from Kolkata. So I did my 10 plus 2 from there itself, from KV, and following that, I joined Macau as a BTech graduate. I was on the department IT. Okay, so again a 2020 graduate. So after graduation, I joined Infosys, right? Okay, so I was working there for around 1 year, and post that I joined Airbus as a software engineer. Now, yeah, so it was a great journey till now. Hoping to see more in the near future. And also, in this month, I have completed 1.5 years in Airbus. So yeah.
So you have already crossed that year,
Yes.
and so let me speak a bit about myself. As all of you, along with all of you, I too am a graduate of 2020, and I joined Macau in the year of 2016. I have spent my 12 years of schooling in Kendriya Vidyalaya NTPC Farakka, and I'm a table tennis enthusiast as well as uh, an accidental engineer. I will say I was initially thought of to go to the physics field, but somehow I came to this field and I became an engineer. I joined Infosys post my graduation, and after serving a while inside Infosys, I joined Masai School. After my Masai School, I came here at DE Shaw, and post 1.5 years of spending inside DE Shaw, I have left that, and right now I'm just spending time on myself. So let's speak a little bit on our college lives, that how it started, how it went ahead. How would you describe that? Amitava, let's start this time with you.
Okay. So to start with, okay. So maybe just to like say, we had this thing. We had two college campuses, let's say, for us, right?
Yeah.
So for first 2 years it was in Kolkata, and for the following 2 years were in Kolani. So okay, we are like kind of nervous, like when we got to know that we had to move Kolani for our third and fourth year, but it was fun. I would say like no complaints there. Okay, to start with, so being from a college who has like very less number of students, it was both good and bad, because I would say good because we had very good bond among all of us, and we still share that good bond, right?
Yes.
And maybe the bad point here is we didn't had that much strength in the students, like I mean in the head count. So we didn't like it was not so much possible to create so many clubs, so many technical clubs, or so this was one of the point that I felt in my college life. Apart from this, wherever we were, like in Kolkata or in Kolani, it was always fun, right? So especially when we came to Kolani, I guess we had already, like almost every day or every night we used to play games in the local LAN. You remember, right?
Yeah.
So that was fun. That was fun. Yeah. I do miss it very much, like the games that we used to play, and also the TT sessions that we had, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
And as far as I remember, we tried creating a club with one of our seniors and the Sci-Fi Innovation Labs.
Yes.
Yeah, that went ahead till a single semester only, and post that that stopped.
Yeah.
Uh, Moreover, I think you were the student representative of the hostels as well.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. And now coming to Pinak, how would you describe your college life? One of the academic bright students you were, and always maintained your GPA, always did some good internships, and finally you are at Microsoft right now. How would you describe your college life?
So my
Were you two serious students, right? I initially knew that you were a two serious student who always studies.
I'm not. Just
no,
most
like
of you just kidding.
It's about Pinak right now.
Yes, yes.
no. So you have got that wrong. I also enjoyed like Amitava. Most of my college life was like Amitava, except I went to college uh, very less days. So my attendance would be, I think, in lower two digits. Uh,
Let's not talk about attendance, because it was same for me as well, even though I stayed in hostel.
And
yeah,
professors knew
and
me by not by my name, but whenever they used to see my face, they used to say that this guy doesn't comes to college.
so at least professors knew you, right? That this
Yeah,
guy doesn't goes to college. The professor does not knew me. Okay, you are in in this batch. I did not knew that. And this was at the day of examination, of the practical examination. One of the professors told me that I think you are not belonging. You are not coming to the same class. The I am not sure. Like, but yeah, the college days were fun. We had times to explore, plenty of time to explore anything. And yeah, Amitava summarized it very well. Like we had fun, and like those 4 years were really good.
what I can recall is that once you came to the hostel, and I have seen that was exam days, and you people spent the entire night playing Counter Strike.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I
so
was not a
just
part of that.
so
So
just to give you context, I did not stay in hostel.
yeah,
I stayed at my place at Kolkata, and whenever I used to come to college, that night I thought I will study and everything, but it always turned out to be something else. And the next day, we went to sleep around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning next day. So I was bound to miss the next day's um,
yeah,
college classes.
all of us. So what I know is that there was a room, and that what we called a Sarvajanik room of Ravin Singh, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
there there everyone used to gather, and that time the Counter Strike sessions used to start.
So I
That
used to live in Amitava's room.
Yeah,
So Amitava had a nice bed, a nice cupboard, like a spare bed, a spare cupboard, and
yeah, yeah.
it was apparently under my name, and so anybody could use it. And technically, I was the owner, but at the end of the hostel, uh, I did not stayed in hostel, so technically I don't have to pay for that bed, right? So it was a free bed that we used for the entire semester or the entire year, as far as I can recall.
So
Yeah.
what I can recall is Amitava's room was quite a bit decorated with fancy mouses, keyboards, and various stuffs, and that was especially for gaming. What I can
There was
correctly
a
recall.
there was a
Yeah.
printer in Amitava's room.
Okay, I never knew that, to be honest. Uh, Um, so yeah, I hope that's a little bit about our hostel lives and all. And we used to play table tennis together, and that started off once the TT table came to the college. Once I think the NAC visit was there. What I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Uh, Okay, so how would you describe your academics inside the college? I was a low pointer getter. That's what I will say. Pinak maintained his GPA, and along with Amitava, what I feel. Uh,
No.
yeah,
So I don't think Mustafizur has a very low
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
like very low GPA. I highly
Yeah.
doubt that. It would
Yes.
be like low sevens or 7.5, and mine would be around 8. Like if you see, it would be around, I think it will be around 8 or 8.5. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think that you are anywhere low in
So
Yeah.
GPAs.
What was
mine,
your point, Musta?
Uh,
mine one ended at 7.84. Not a very good
wow.
GPA, not a very good GPA, but you people ended up. I think the last semester, both of you got around 10 CGPA. What I feel the last semester that I can correctly recall.
But
Uh,
I
Pinak,
huh?
with this, what Musta says, low score, he
Huh.
ended in D Shaw.
In D show, it's
Yeah.
7.84 is how is 7.84 a low score?
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
so along with that, I think you people landed up in Airbus and Microsoft, right? So that's not a D show as compared to that is what I feel. No, that's a very much comparable organization, but yet you two people are also very inside very reputable organizations, what I feel. And so can you discuss, one of you, that you made it till Microsoft and you made it till uh, Airbus. Suppose that I will describe how I did. What
Mhm.
kind
Okay.
of preparations and everything you maintained? And it's that I know after college only we managed to crack these companies. What kind of preparations you people did? What I did, I will discuss post that.
Okay. Maybe I can start.
Yeah,
So because it was very pain for me when I
yeah,
was in Infosys. You know, right, Musta?
yeah. I know that.
Like, yeah. So it was like whatever project I was allocated to, I didn't like it at I will okay, I wouldn't say a lot because I didn't like it at all. So it was very bad. Like I just wanted to quit. Like the day I started working there. But so I thought, okay, we'll take baby steps. We'll not take a decision in hurry. So I'm not blaming Infosys at all here. So it is a very good organization, but I'm just blaming my bring my project. Because it was something that didn't interested me at all. So that was the only problem that I was facing. Anyways, so what I did was I started preparing like everyone. I started again with brushing up my DSS skills and all. So and there I would say Mosta has helped me a lot. I remember with like the various concepts, various documentations and all. So it was very good. And okay, so after that I tried like applying here and there. And luckily for me, Airbus was the first company that I applied for, and I got it. So I didn't like applied to any other organization basically because uh, working in Airbus is also a pride, right? It's a
Yes,
very huge organization to say. And like it is like, and the work that I am doing currently is also that something that I like. So no regrets there. And also I would say thanks to Pinak because he was the one who referred me with the role. And he was the mentor kind of for me, like for initial 3 months, like okay, initial KTs and all was given by him only. So yeah.
So ultimately, the roommates who used to share room inside the college hostel, they ended up being the mentor and mentees inside the same company. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I am
yeah.
getting. Also, would you describe the foreign trips that you made on behalf of Airbus? You have been
Yes,
to Germany, I guess, twice, right? Regarding the
yes,
work-related
yes.
stuff. Please describe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So before I actually explain this, this happened just like, I think 1 month after Pinak resigned.
So I have never been to Germany from Airbus.
But you
Yeah,
booked a trip, I guess, along with
Yeah,
Amitava.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We coordinated.
yeah. So you may assume like what amount of base like Microsoft is paying him.
I know that.
Okay. So yeah, it was the reason why we traveled this twice is mainly because of the PI planning. This is something like okay, if I describe PI, it is called program increment. So it is a what an meeting kind of, you can say, like where we used to like pick up work which is to be done in the full program increment or full sprint. So again, this sprint stays for like 3 months. Like every 3 months we have this PI plannings, and this 3 month is divided into various iterations. Okay, just to I'm just going agile here. Sorry for that. Okay, so basically, this PI plannings are held for 3 days, and the idea is to have all the team members in a single location to better collaborate and, let's say, discuss on the feature front and what is to be done in the next 3 months. So that is the primary reason why we went to Germany, and the second reason being travel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really nice to know that someone has got an opportunity to travel abroad and just go for the company visits and do the respective works. And what about you, Pinak? I would just shed some light. Pinak has not only cracked Microsoft now, but has been one of the key members inside our entire batch who went to the on-site interviews of Amazon as well as gave various numerous wonderful interviews, as well as he did internships in some respectable universities of India as well while his college days. So yeah, please shed some light on that, Pinak.
So, like, before I start, I would continue Amitava's point that he works in an organization that builds plane, and he
Yeah,
is just using that product to go to different countries. That's what Airbus does. Airbus builds plane. My organization builds teams. So we we so we are also using our product. We collaborate online. We collaborate remotely. So in a sense, we are using our respective products. And yeah, so with teams, you don't need to travel. No, you can.
or
that's
with
true.
teams
That's
you
true.
can't travel.
So we are ultimately using our products. That what we are pushing. Every company, yeah, pushes its products, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
just kidding, but yeah. So like in my from my college days, I interned at Triple IT Gwalior, and then I on my final year I got a chance to interview at Airbus. That was a PPI.
Yeah,
So I went to Airbus. I gave the interview. I somehow managed to crack it. And then the COVID happened. And for like, I stayed at Airbus around 1.5 years, a little more than 1.5 year. And at that time, the entire, like the peak of the COVID, I stayed at Airbus. And once I resigned Airbus, the basically the travel started and everything. And yeah, but I resigned Airbus for I got an opportunity to work at Microsoft, and I did like I wanted to see how like these big companies like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, these all big companies operate. So I thought that it was the right time to kind of switch and see how, like, the work at Microsoft, the team I was interviewing for looked very good. The work looked promising. So I kind of made that switch.
So would you describe the internship part? You went to Triple IT Gwalior twice, and it was related to somehow deep learning kind of topics and various other things, I guess.
Mhm.
Post that, you also attempted Amazon's interview, on-site interviews that time, because there was no COVID prior to that time, what I feel. So would you
So,
describe these experiences?
so at Triple IT Gwalior, I was working on this low resolution image research. It was kind of research internship, and yeah, so there, like, the problem statement that we were trying to solve is to somehow generate a low resolution image to a high resolution image with using deep learning and AI techniques. So there were some generative AIs and these huge models, deep learning models, right? So I was working with few PhDs there and trying to get a stable algorithm that does this thing. It has many real life applications where we can fit this model into various uh, CCTV cameras where low resolution images are quite being captured. And post that, this was in my second year, and third year. And then at the final year, I applied to a bunch of companies. Most of them rejected me. And like Amazon, I gave the OA. I cleared the OA, and then I went to the on like, it was a 6 months internship at Amazon. I went there. So I think it was on the last round, second round, or the I think it was on the third round where I got rejected because, like, it did not quite work out. There were a few algorithm problems that I was not able to um, code up quickly. So I think, yeah, that was my experience at Amazon.
So if I correctly recall, for one thing, Amitava also went for an internship to NIT Rourkela, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Would you describe that, please? I missed that.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah,
describe
no
that.
problem. Okay. Sure, sure. So that I believe we went on the third year. Yeah, it was the third year. So it was around again ML topic. So it was basically on movie recommender system where we have, let's say, some couple of sets of couple hundreds of datas based on interest of the user, based on, let's say, taste of the user. We'll have specific inputs, and based on whatever the flow that we are creating, will be recommending the user with the perfect movie that he would like. So that was a project, and it was complete. So it was good. It was actually a good experience because like I was not so familiar with the ML topics before this, and I had a chance of working in such a great college. So it was always a good opportunity.
So I think this is the time even some more people like Anirban and all whoever are there, they went to IIT Guwahati, I guess, for the pursuing
Yes,
these research internships and all. So now
yes.
comes to my part. As I said, I was an accidental engineer, and for the first 2 years, I did no coding. And to be
No
frank,
one did.
yeah,
No one did.
to be frank, I was familiar with one language, that is C++, and the basic concepts of DSA and OOPS, because I learned that while as a CBSE candidate. I learned that in Kendriya Vidyalaya in class 11th and 12th. And उसके बाद क्या किया, सारे कॉपी किताब सब बांट दिए. I knew that I am not going to this field, so जिसको जरूरत है दे दो. तो I tried for getting engineering physics branch in any of the good reputable colleges. So in my last JE attempt, I didn't manage to get that branch from NIT Agartala, right? So I decided to pursue the computer science and engineering background. This particular branch from Macaut, as I already have completed my first year here. Second year, I thought that I would prepare for, because as everyone said, we were kind of a chill environment inside, where there was no pressure of academics or any kind of that exams or grades, or what I should say, attendance especially. I thought that from my third year I will prepare for jam or just exam. So you can try out, whoever are physics enthusiasts, you can try out these examinations, you can Google them. They will give you a bunch of colleges who accept uh, uh, for uh, f- uh, for MSc or PhD, the integrated PhD of physics, especially in astronomy and cosmology through JEST and JAM. And from JAM, I guess they take normal IITs take the admission for MSc physics, including I think for integrated PhD. Not sure. You see my background, right? Right now, I was very much interested in pursuing astronomy and cosmology while my times, but somehow I came here. So what happens was that I saw a team at the end of my third semester. I saw a team that is going to ICPC, and that brought my mind that caught my mind that okay, I will too go. I started preparing from my third year, and eventually we made it to ICPC in my fourth year. Right, we were the only team who qualified in my fourth year. So this brought up my. I was doing only code chef. I was not a that avid competitive programmer, I will say, but my concepts were good. That's what I feel. And I, for preparing, what I learned from my JE days was to go inside a structured manner. I searched some courses that what gives good competitive programming courses. So I found that Coding Ninja is one of that platforms. So I joined that, and I still thank a lot Parik sir and Ankush sir for bringing up my concepts on recursion and everything. What I didn't knew even, because I never thought that I will be pursuing this engineering and all going further. Even after my BTech, I wish to go ahead with MSc Physics or something like that. But by after preparing a lot of ICPC, I too gave while my time Hack with Infi, Code Vita, and kind of stuff. Hack with Infi I cracked, and I was among the only 4 candidates who got the job offer from my college. TCS Code Vita, I ranked 149 in round 2, but the only company's interview that I gave while my time was Infosys. And after getting the offer, I stopped completely applying to anywhere. And I was not that much aware that LinkedIn is a great platform where you can get referrals and you can try for better companies. I became active in my last semester when the COVID started hitting things. I that time after along with Pinak, I attempted several companies. One of them was my previous company, DE Shaw, but I failed that time. Yeah, one thing happened that I got a referral from someone called Piyush Jain for Amazon, but there were no calls. So I cracked 2 internships in my last semester, but those were quite edtech related. One was from KeetsApp, a Hyderabad-based startup, but they revoked the offer.
So this was in 2021. Like,
Yeah,
did
this
you
was in
join
this was
Infosys, and after that you are doing that, or before even joining Infosys, like in the last
yeah,
semester?
that was even before joining Infosys. Practically speaking, that KeetsApp was my first internship ever. What I did, that was more or less a full-time job, but that got revoked due to COVID and all. Post that, I cracked Prep Bytes, but that was again technical content engineering role. No specific engineering kind of roles I was getting, but I left Prep Bytes after 7 days because that time Infosys came around for details and all that they will be making us join. I joined, but that took some time. I joined Infosys in September 21, what I correctly recall, but that hit me hard, to be honest. I was not ready to accept that Infosys kind of job, whatever I get. I felt that okay, I deserve something better. Even in those COVID times, I started looking for some jobs, and I landed up in Masai School. But after 6 months, when my probation was ending at Masai School, they because that was my first ever startup experience, you can say I couldn't match up with the environment they want or inside many people work. So they actually asked me to go. Please go from here. Or you can say I faced my first ever layoff in my entire life. I was just chilling out and doing some kind of freelancing, this, that. And within those 3 months of time, that was most significant part of my life, whatever I spent. I still thank Puneet, one of the guy Puneet, who is right now a software development engineer at Zeta. He used to be one of the part-time setters at Masai School. So whatever problems he used to bring, we used to discuss them together, and that was the first time ever I saw the problems of the platform CSES. That's still my favorite platform. So
What is CSEF?
CSES is a platform where you can see a problem set of 300 questions. So that's a variety of good bunch of problems I have seen, and I have solved a lot of them from that platform. So that's even if you ask me that what problems, how many problems you did from lead code, I will first say that, okay, before going to lead code, you solve these questions, because they will give you a very much good idea about various topics that they include the CACS platform. And post that, I started looking for jobs. So even before leaving Masai, I started applying, because I knew that I belong a better place to go. I deserve a better place to go. So I started off applying to various companies. So again, I got my first referral for Microsoft that time. Once I started applying, but there were no calls from Microsoft. And Chiranjeev Kaul was a person, you can search in LinkedIn as well. He referred me for Amazon, and that was the first time Amazon called me. And I cleared their OS, and after third round of Amazon interview, I got rejected. But that even after rejection, that Amazon pumped me in that, okay, I can definitely crack a company if I can go to this much of so ahead in my first interview itself. Post that, I gave Salesforce and uh, Dassault Systems. There are some startups as well, as well as Google Warsaw. Yeah, that was one of the significant interviews I've ever given. And after all of them, D show arrived, and everything was seamless. And all of the interviews that whatever they have given, that was I gave them well, and I got selected. But this was not a developer role. This was an SDET role, software development engineering test. But still, if you say how was my experience here, it was really nice. I constantly interacted with the developer team, and there were new testing techniques, what kind of approaches they are taking to develop a software and all. I learned most of the things. I still thank them to bring so much on the table to learn there. And yeah, so that's all
So
about me.
so is the interview process for SDET and SDE are different at the eShop? Like how is the SDET interview process there?
So I was literally taken as a fresher, and there are no particularly any kind of difference you will see. So while the OAs and everything for a fresher will be same as that what I got, including the interviews, including some amount of system design, a minor amount of was asked to me, as well as puzzles and maths were also being asked.
So DS Algo system design,
Yeah,
like these were the
DSL,
rounds.
yeah, DSL Go was kind of, I would say, to medium to hard level that was being asked. And if you know the concepts of rerouting in trees as well as range updates, these will be very helpful once you attempt these interviews, because they are kind of very selective in nature. They don't take that much candidates throughout a year, I will say. And if you are a fresher, there will be no differences mostly. But once you go to the experience level, it depends upon the team who is hiring. There are three teams here. Three kind of teams. One is the testing team, one is front office, another is the systems team, what I know correctly. So yeah, mostly once you are experienced, along with DSA, if you are good at problem solving, then that's really good. They will just judge the approaches what you are taking. Post that, they would like to know that what kind of work you did in your previous organizations. That's the key, that you have to really well with your with the knowledge whatever you have got from a previous organization if you want to crack that. That's what among all the referrals that I have seen, this is the thing that I have seen, that I have observed. If you are a fresher, I will say competition is really tough, and sometimes they even go to tough topics of DSA like binary lifting and all. So if you are kind of a CP guy, it will be easy for you. But if you have just done DSA, it's gonna be a little bit difficult.
So I'm not a very hardcore CP guy. I
Even
don't
not
think
me. Even
I
not
don't
me.
think I would be able to crack the show.
No, but
Yeah.
your domain will be right now different, I guess. You are a kind of Microsoft experienced guy. Right now, it will be more revolving around what job you have done in your previous organization.
Got it.
Yeah. That's what one of our friend Anshu, right? He went to the last rounds of DSA of the interview, sorry, but he just what he shared with me that apart from DSA, it was being where he failed was to explain that majorly to take out the point that what kind of major works he have carried out in his previous organization. Even there are certain things that suppose that your interviews go well, but your tech stack doesn't match. That can be again a deciding factor here. It can happen. That's what I have seen.
Okay.
But mostly that may not be so. Yeah. So that's what I will say about me, and let's see what life has to offer next for me.
You will get something good, I know.
Take
Yeah.
some time.
For sure.
Yeah.
take some time off. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Relax a little bit,
So what do
chill for some
people's
time.
future plans are? Tell us that. Let's discuss on that a little bit. MS or going to some good companies, promotions. What are they?
Short time, short time future plan is to have dinner.
Yeah.
Same here. Same here.
long long term future plan, I have not decided. I am enjoying here at Microsoft, so things has been good, touch wood. And yeah, I am enjoying the work that I am doing. So currently I am not looking for anything like MS or like switching to different companies or anything, because like whatever I am looking for is what I'm like already getting here at Microsoft. And there is a lot of things to learn. So the kind of team I am in, there are very senior people also part of that team, so I get to learn a lot of from them. So as long as the learning continues, like you don't think for like a reason to switch. So that's like that is one of the factors, right? So yeah, I like there is no uh hard future plan like I am thinking about. Amitava, what do you say?
Yeah.
Actually, okay. So
Long
it's
term
very
future plan to
similar.
go to Germany again.
Yes. That's short term.
That is short term, okay.
So much big things are coming in the
uh,
yeah, in
No,
the
no, no,
future.
no, no. It's okay. Jokes
Paris,
apart.
Paris this time.
Jokes apart. Nothing like switching or okay. So I don't have any plan for the MS right now. No such plan. About switching organization, I so because one will switch organization when he think like he want to do more, right? Like he's like something like he wants to contribute more, but there is limited options in his current role. But I don't touch wood, I don't have feel that, because right now in Airbus there are a lot of opportunities, and I am the one of the lucky guy who is working on various topics. So uh, like also develop some kind of development work, some kind of architecturing I'm doing right now. Followed that followed by some work in cloud itself. So I'm like okay, like the, I'm enjoying right now. So I am like there is also quite so many things to learn that okay. So I have no complaints like what I did last time. There was many complaints. For that was the only reason why I left Infosys. But here as of now there are no complaints. So yeah, no plans for switching or something.
So just to add to that,
Yeah.
I did switch from Airbus to Microsoft, but Airbus is one of the best companies. Like I can easily say, hearing from all the colleagues and all the junior, senior friends that like when they talk about their companies, I can easily say Airbus is one of the best companies to work in. So like there were multiple factors that was in play when I switched from Airbus to Microsoft. Uh, so but in general, like the team I was in, the work, everything was really very good. It was just that I wanted to like see what like these big tech companies do, like what all, like why they are set apart, why there is so much hype around these tech companies. So I wanted to explore that. It was my exploration that led to switching from Airbus. But easily the colleagues, the I am in touch with most of them who I worked with at Airbus, and they are very like they appreciated whenever like when I said that hey, I got an opportunity at Microsoft. They were all really very excited that hey, you should take this up. This is like a dream. I would say working in these tech companies, like big tech companies, is a dream for most. computer science engineer. So if you are getting this opportunity, you should take it with both hands. So like all the guys at Airbus motivated, said that, hey, you go ahead, join that. There is no issue. And like they are one of the best team members that I have worked with. Easily I have worked with. And yeah, if you ever get a chance to work at Airbus or Microsoft, like I have same things to say about Microsoft. Yeah, do join, because you won't get these kind of opportunities at different companies, most of the different companies. Yeah.
Very nice to know this. Okay, if things are going like that, let's talk a bit about the current culture you people are having inside your current organizations. The people, work-life balance, amount of pressure you feel. Would you like to bring that out on the table?
Amitava, you want to go first?
Yeah. You're on mute, I guess.
I am not able to hear.
Yeah, same here. I'm not able to hear.
Still no audio.
Still not audible. Yeah. Okay.
You might want to change the mic to your different headphone or this system, because the charge might get.
Okay, you take the chance, Pinak. Explain that how Microsoft Azure, particularly where you work, how the work-life balance and everything are there.
So Microsoft, I work in Azure Databricks. It is one of the first party services on Azure. So the work-life balance and everything is really very good. So you hear a lot about on LinkedIn or on different social medias that Microsoft has these awesome work-life balance, awesome culture, and it's really true. I can say that with guarantee that yeah, I am living that. So that just to give you an insight, so my team, like there are people collaborating in this, working in this particular team from 3-4 different locations, from Redmond, Atlanta, we are in Bangalore. So it's really very hard. So one of the things that is very hard is to collaborate when there is a different time zone in play, because any meeting that we are scheduling in our nighttime would be in their daytime and vice versa, and that kind of gives a very very, that becomes an issue, right? That you have to log in from at your daytime and at the nighttime. So we are following a remote first approach where we try to minimize the meeting, give more work time, more concentration time to the employees. And this is a approach that managers and the leadership, like the seniors, have taken. Like they actively participate, they actively promote that. So this kind of makes my time, like most of the time I can work on my own. I don't have to spend times on meeting. So literally most of the days I have only one meeting, that is the stand-ups, where I have to give updates. But yeah, apart from that, I don't have any meetings. Most of the we bring in the cultures of different remote, how all remote teams work, and we try to incorporate as and how it fits. And yeah, so this is one of the examples that our team promotes to have a better work-life balance. So you can like log off anytime, and then you can do the work at night. So this is a very common thing that I have seen in across Microsoft. Yeah, and like there are different perks. You can all read it online, like free food, free cabs, and that is something Microsoft just just drops it. Yeah, gives away that, hey, this is free things.
Yeah.
You don't even need to think like for food, for transportations, for these things. So the work-life balance, the culture, the people that you work with, they are really helpful, and that kind of makes your job easier at the end of the day. You get to operate at a higher efficiency.
Really nice to know that. Amitava, your turn.
Still no sound.
Still not audible. Yeah.
Do you need a microphone? Not for yes.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
Okay. 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 We have heard so many things from Pinak.
Yeah.
Just to add, do your company gives trips to Europe?
We have teams.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so to start with my company, we also like have this idea of working as you like. So we don't have any hard working hours such, but in general, most of us have meeting in the daytimes. Not so much minimalistic. Maybe for me, it's like 2-3 meetings a day mostly. So yeah, one being the Scrum itself, and two other some important meetings or something like that, where we collaborate and work on some topics. So yeah, and yeah, we miss the free food and the cab services. Yeah, that's true. But in place, in we can say replacement, we have, let's say, free football grounds and free some gaming sessions. Let's say that also. Okay, let's say Microsoft also has, so nothing to compare there. But yeah, work-life balance is good. What I would say, whatever support that we get from the managers and the management is also good. They really support a lot whenever we come up with some new ideas, new way of working. They all entertain it. So it is very good, very much. They like very much appreciate when anyone from the team comes up with new idea. So yeah, that is actually very good. And so yeah, I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, okay. And to give perks, if I talk about perks, I think we almost like it's not hard fixed, but we get like 2 trips in a year, and let's say some random gifts from the office. So that's it for me.
Okay, so my turn, whatever I have seen. So let's come to the first gift section of Disha. Every year you get annual gift, and along with that annual gift, you get a team gift. Each teams have their separate gifts, whatever they wish to choose within some budget. Post that there are team outings. So there is a fixed trip that each and every team will be deciding where they want to have a trip, and there will be a team dining session out where multiple teams can collaborate and they can uh, dine outside to eat something whatever they wish. And this is some things that we get. Another perk that I will be saying, definitely I should say, annual hikes. Whatever you get is really very much as compared to what usually people get at the Isha. And so the average someone gets is around 20% of hikes that inside the Isha. And what I should say around the work culture, it's great. In one sense, I will say the people are amazing, and we are in total the strength of DISHA is very less, 2500 approx employees throughout the world, I should say right now. And managers are helpful. Sometimes the works are quite a bit hectic, but most of the time, at least I have seen, it's relaxed and chilled out. There is no problem inside that. And there are 3 offices right now. We are having the main one was inside Hyderabad, and right now 2 are opening up, Bangalore and Gurugram. So the free food and everything mostly I missed. Why? Because I worked from home, and because I opted for the Bangalore office, and that has opened just when the day my last working day commenced. So I missed that. Else I would have enjoyed the free food and cab and every facility that you can say. Uh, so that's all I can bring it to the table. And somewhere I have also heard that many of my friends are there who said that they are inside the testing roles, but they are being treated very bad by the developers. Very much sorry to be hearing something like this. But here we haven't faced any such kind of things here. To be honest, whatever I report, that's being mm, very much being taken up by the dev team coordinatively. in coordination, what I should say. And I have spent much of my time with the dev team only learning from them. That's what I will say. The culture is really good and people are really helpful here. And so I am an ex-DE Shaw right now. I don't belong to the company, I should say. So that's all I will say. And
The guys who are not getting 20% this year can contact Mustafizur.
I can't refer, man, right now. I have referred tons of
Not for
candidates.
none of the internal candidates from D show who got around, let's say, 14% hike. They can contact, like, hey, Mustafizur told 20% hike, but they only got 14%.
But
So
I feel at an average everyone gets that, more or less. Yeah. They should have because yeah, the least I can say is this.
wow.
And yeah, I may be wrong, but I don't think so. There should be any mm, mm, data incorrectness in this case. Okay, fine. Tell us. And so you people don't want to switch to be and I don't have any concrete plans from my end. Yes, if my fate supports me, I would love to go for an MS right now to have some exploration in different domains like AI and ML. If possible, since my mind is more oriented towards studies and academics, I would jump into this field and would pursue a PhD. That's what I am seeing about myself. Let's see how things can be done. And there are a lot of applications I'm seeing right now. Likewise, from the MRI signals and all, people are roughly creating images. So this is quite a bit interesting what I can really think of. And AI ML is the future. To be honest, as per my whatever my observations are. So it's not only a thing that what I feel is applicable to the computer science, but there are multiple other cross fields that we can apply these kinds of concepts. Let it be medical science, let it be astronomy, again cosmology. So that will be a gateway for me again to enter these fields.
So you can also try for these research roles, right? There are like R&D roles. Like if you are into like these kind of stream interests you, so you can apply for like a mix of tech and research. And there are at various companies. I know like Microsoft has this department division called MSR, Microsoft
Yeah.
Research, and there are like many organizations that has this R&D divisions. You can try applying for that. It will get you this benefit of both the worlds of research as well as the tech. Like it's just an like thing that came on top of my mind, so I just shared it.
Yeah. So what I have seen, maybe I'm wrong, or maybe my research is quite a bit inaccurate. But what I've seen is most of these research roles requires at least a master's.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because applied scientist position, whatever are there present, that quite a bit interests me. But what I've seen,
Mhm.
they require at least a master's degree. Yeah, that's what I will say. So let's see what life has to offer next. We'll plan out something and we'll let everyone know that what I'm planning and what I'm doing, because my YouTube is on right now, I guess. So yeah, it's a great medium to reach out everyone. So yeah, it's a great chat to all of you guys today. And regarding your organizations, companies, what you people did, what I did, we shared everything over a cup of tea. And I would invite you again and again. Please come to my channel for such meaningful conversations about life updates and everything. To whoever people are watching this today, if you liked it, like, share, and subscribe my channel. I will give you more contents like this in the coming days. Don't worry.
Is there a gift hamper?
Unfortunately, no. Yeah, if I can, I will definitely hand over, give the gift hamper to all of you. But there is nothing as such as of now.
Usually in this format, right? Coffee with tea with Mustafizur,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
these kind of format
So
there are rapid
everyone,
fire rounds.
yeah, everyone is welcomed. Whoever wish to come inside and wish to come inside my channel to share your experiences, like over a cup of tea and whatever we did today. So everyone is welcomed with a very good heart from my end. We can surely have a chit chat and discussion where many people can get our experiences and get benefit. That's all I will say. Thanks both of you for coming. Okay, let's put that up for today. Thanks.
Amitava, your sound is again. I think there is some issue with your sound. if you have been speaking something,
Yeah.
sorry, we did not hear that.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible.
Sorry for this. So what I was saying was, thank you for this offer to like discuss, to share whatever we have done till now.
Yeah.
It is like it feels really good. And sorry, like last week we didn't connect. We couldn't connect. So sorry
So
for that.
even I was running a bit busy last week. So there is no problem on that.
Yeah.
Last week was also a little bit busy for my end also. So yeah, but thank you, Mustafizur,
Yeah.
catching up on you and
We
discussing this.
we tried
with-
recording earlier with Pinak, but what happened was that inside that video there was no sound.
Yeah.
Somehow that happened.
So we talked for 1 whole hour, and then that just the video was there, no audio.
Yeah.
So we have to do it again, and this time we got Amitava as well in the mix. Amitava,
Yeah.
what I would say that
Yes.
tell Airbus to use Teams. They would save a ton of money.
Is it? Yeah. Can you give us some offers? Then I can talk with the management if you give us some offers.
Microsoft.
What?
Just go to Microsoft Teams,
Hmm?
and they could point you to the right URL.
Okay.
I'm sure you would be like intelligent. There are intelligent people at Airbus to figure out how Teams work, and they could do it. Like at least we were able to do it during the COVID times.
Yeah.
That could save a ton of money, coming from a financial point of view.
That's true, but also we can't, let's say, save money and
I
compromise
think,
on the quality.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. Trips are better, I guess. Trips are better as compared to just online chit chat. Yeah.
Mustafizur, why are you saying trips are better?
Nothing can be done right now. Yes. Had I been there with you people, we would have recorded in that manner only. Sitting live and
Mustafizur,
just chatting. Yeah.
Musta,
Yeah.
do you hear some burning smell here and there? I can smell
No.
some burn.
Okay.
Things are getting personal now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Thanks all.
yeah, it was lovely discussing everything with you guys. Bye bye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.